What about all that?
What's going on, Bronco Country? Welcome inside the Chancellor's Suite and live on the Bronco Sports Network for this week's edition of the Pigskin Press Talk, our weekly conversation getting ready for Bronco football. And this week, the Broncos remain at home. It's Senior Day as we celebrate all the seniors on the team, and the Winston-Salem State Rams get ready to come into town for a rivalry matchup. I'm Andrew Chapman alongside the head coach Richard Hayes, and joining us on the show, a couple of upperclassmen that you've met already this year. It's Matthew Leach alongside Bryce Council. Guys, thanks for sitting down.
Thanks for having us.
Let's quickly recap last week's matchup at home against Johnson C. Smith. The Golden Bulls come into town and sneak out a 17-14 victory to hand the Broncos their first conference loss of the year and draw level with FSU in the standings. And recapping that one, Coach Hayes, I'm watching the broadcast and the quick sideline interview you gave at the end of the third quarter. You said, guys, we got to just win the fourth right now. That's where this game stands. And you found yourself out in front 14-10 with a couple of scores, and a 4th and 9 conversion gave the Golden Bulls late life. They end up sneaking into the end zone final 15 seconds of the game, and in a wild back and forth there in the fourth quarter. Now that you've had a chance to kind of decompress from that wild one, what are just a couple of takeaways from you and the team?
Well, first of all, hats off to Johnson C. Smith. It was a great football game. The takeaways from it was they came in here, they played a tough physical. They had a tough physical game plan. They wanted to run right at us. I felt like, they had one drive in the first half where they went down the field and they scored a field goal. We gave them one at the end of the second quarter. They gave us one at the end of the third quarter. Yep. And then the fourth quarter, it was a push to me. We went down, took the lead with 3 minutes to go. They got a chance to get the ball, drive back down the field. We had a couple penalties, a couple pass interference penalties that kept the drive alive. And then on 4th and 9, it was, man, do we cover those receivers and let him beat us with his arm or legs, or do we blitz him and let us beat us with his arm? So, we chose to cover the receivers, and he beat us with his legs, got the first down. And then on the very last play of the game, they got set really fast and we didn't. That's what it boiled down to. We had 3 guys down and ready to play, and they had all 11. So they were able to push the ball in. But it was a championship atmosphere. Again, hats off to those guys. And there's a potential chance for us to maybe see them again. So not counting it all out yet.
Yeah, a couple of guys heavily involved in the game, Bryce and Matthew. Matthew, first with you, 12 tackles to be a big part of the defense in that game, and you go on to be the linebacker of the week in the CIAA, second time receiving that honor. Can you just describe the level of physicality of that game on Saturday? And their tailback ran the ball 31 times, so you were busy trying to track him down.
I mean, yeah, we kind of knew they wanted to run the ball. It was a lot of running. I mean. It was nothing but literally counter and power the whole game. So basically, just had to read our keys and play fast. Yeah, physicality and fitness definitely tested for everybody on Saturday. And Bryce, offensively in that fourth quarter, it just seemed like you guys were finally able to open up that offense with your score. Zayden with the catch and run of 52 yards as well. Can you just describe what was working for you in that specific chunk of the game and the offense to kind of break through?
After we got through our little adversity stage, we went through halftime, nice little conversation with the coaches, see what's going on, fix our game plan, came out third quarter strong, and then, you got to play us for all 4 quarters, so we just played to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Fayetteville State now 5-1 in conference play, right there with Johnson C. Smith. And in the region rankings right now, the Broncos also find themselves 9th out of 10 in Super Region 1, Coach Hayes. And obviously beyond the CIAA championship game itself, the Broncos have national championship aspirations. So those region rankings, something important that you guys are keeping your eye on right now too.
we definitely keeping our eye on it, but we got to win this game, or none of that means anything.
Yeah.
I talked to the guys today after practice, and I said, we started off the season 0-3. Nobody expected us to do anything. We worked and fought our behinds off to run 5 in a row. Then we lose a conference game, but for us to be sitting at 5-4, still having a chance to play in our conference championship game, and still having a chance to make the national playoffs for Division II is unbelievable, and I think our guys need to take full advantage of that, and I told them that today.
And, for you, Matthew, in addition to being the conference linebacker of the week, a little bit of news to drop on the show as well. We found out last week that Leach is going to the HBCU Legacy Bowl alongside the Bronco tight end Khalil Ashley Diarra. So a cool opportunity for you, Matthew. In February, you'll be going to New Orleans. What's it mean for you to get to be a part of that game down the road in a few months?
I mean, it's just another opportunity to go to the next level for real. I mean, when you're at this stage, that's what you want. You want to go to a bowl game, especially the HBCU Legacy Bowl game. So it's an opportunity, and just make the most out of it.
All right, let's flash forward to what's to come this Saturday. We've got kickoff against Winston-Salem State as the Broncos look to keep their CIAA championship hopes alive, and it's Senior Day as we honor 16 seniors on the roster this year who will have friends and family in attendance. And this is, it's a rivalry game with Winston-Salem State, Coach Hayes, but it's also, one of those opportunities for the seniors to suit up for the final time at home. And there's sentimental value, there's rivalry value to this specific week. What do you enjoy the most about it?
Well, definitely not the Senior Day part of it. I hate to see those guys leave, number one. But then it's just something about Senior Day and the love of going to take all the pictures while it's time to warm up. Normally you're warming up, getting ready for the game, but you got to take a pause and go do all the things with the family. It's a great experience for the guys. But as a football coach, you really want to focus and lock in on the game. Winston-Salem State as an opponent, they've been sitting and laying in wait for a couple of weeks watching us. They had a bye week last week, so we know those Rams are going to be ready for us. The last couple of games that we've played with those guys, I think 2 years ago was an overtime game, and we won. Last year was a double overtime game, and they won. So I don't expect anything less. As they say in a rivalry game, if this is a rivalry game, you throw the records out the window, and you don't know what to expect. But I know one thing for sure is that Coach Massey will have those guys ready, and we're going to be ready here at Phillips State. It's going to be a heck of a game on Saturday. Yeah,
you really do toss the records out, but for the sake of the stats, Winston-Salem State 4-5 on the year. They're 2-4 in conference play. The Broncos at 5-1 in CIAA play going into this one. Bryce, you've had the chance to be a part of this matchup last couple of years. What do you enjoy the most about the final regular season game of the year against Winston each season, and just the competition level of it all?
The intensity, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. My first year is playing against Winston. Coach Hayes, he already warned us, like, yeah, this finna be a game, and it's been true. It's been physical, fast-paced, a whole lot of talking, and it just, it make you appreciate football even more.
Yeah, and Matthew, if you're able to speak on behalf of, yourself and the whole senior class, what do the seniors really want to do on Saturday, the type of way you guys want to play going into that final regular season game, and the impact you want to leave?
We want to win. That's first. We want to win, but we also want to play together because it is our last time playing football on this level. So we want to win. We want to play together, have fun, just cherish the memories.
Yeah, you mentioned the matchup last year, Coach Hayes, where it was 37-31, the final score, in a game that went to double overtime, and it was a complete battle, one of the Broncos' best battles of the regular season that they had all year. And when you look back on this week's past game with Johnson C. Smith, Coach Hayes going into Winston-Salem State, top of the whiteboard. I mean, what are the big keys to victory for the Broncos going into it?
Well, like I told the guys, we have a lot to play for. Whether it looks like it on paper or not, there's a lot for Phillips State to play for. We're still, like I said earlier, playing for a berth in the CIAA championship game. We're still playing to get in the regional rankings and get in the playoffs. We're still playing for ourselves to make sure we have a winning season. We've guaranteed ourselves 500, but we want to have an over 500 season. That's kind of who we are and what we like to do around here. So just my message and the keys to winning this game is just us being us, taking care of us and controlling what we control. We did a lot of things last week that was out of character for us, and especially in the special teams games. And And I think we have to fix those things. We have to control the ball. Johnson C. Smith did a great job of controlling that ball last week. They would have 8 play drives for 3 minutes. They might not cover but 30 yards, but they covered taking 4 minutes off the clock each time. So we, as I said last week, have to control the clock, control the ball, control the game against Winston-Salem State. They have a very explosive offense. They can be very explosive at times. They can score points in bunches. So we're going to have to be efficient on third down. We're going to have to try to control the ball on offense, get off the field on third down on defense, and try to come away with a win.
In terms of the other games that the Broncos will be keeping track of and the games that are significant to the standings, Johnson C. Smith will see Livingstone in their final week of the regular season, and it's the Virginia battle between the Panthers and the Trojans, Virginia Union against Virginia State, to close down regular season play up north. And again, you can track the action. We'll be back on the Broncos Sports Network this Saturday for a 1 o'clock p.m. kickoff. Myself and Wesley Reeves Jr., Victoria Mechi will have the call for you. But if you're here locally, come on out, support the Broncos. Big battle at 1 o'clock at Nick Gerald Stadium. We'll also have the score updates for you on Broncos social media quarter to quarter as well. There's the tags on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Good luck this weekend, guys. Appreciate you sitting down with us. For head coach Richard Hayes alongside Matthew Leach and Bryce Council, I'm Andrew Chapman. We will talk to you next time on the next edition of the Pigskin Press Talk. Until then, go Broncos.
As an original HBCU, Fayetteville State University has a proud legacy of empowering generations of students to achieve personal and professional success. FSU offers flexible learning options for undergrads, adults, transfer, and military students. Tuition is affordable with rates of $500 per semester for in-state students and free for military and their family members. Your future is brighter as a Bronco. Start or complete your education